Hello and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood technician. Today is going to be something a little less relevant to the 124 and the 119, and this is going to be a 123 240D Diesel 1982. Now, this issue was something that I thought was very interesting as well as kind of hilarious because I'm still learning about these older cars. So when I came across this, I thought it was quite funny and quite odd because of what it was doing and what it was actually causing it to do that. Now the issue is it doesn't turn off when you turn the key off, and I'll demonstrate that for you now. Okay, check this out. Now you can see that it's running. It's a little loud, just did an oil change on it. Now, still running. Check this out. Here's, I gotta turn it off here. Got to use the emergency stop to turn that off. Now, this can be several issues. First off, I got some things over here to show you. First off, it can be caused by this. This is a vacuum actuator that actually shuts off the car. This one was from a different car. What happened with this one is this would not hold vacuum. So what happens is when you turn your key off, the ignition switch, this is a diesel specific ignition switch. The diesel actually has vacuum lines going to the ignition switch. So when you turn your key off, it supplies vacuum to this right here. This is mounted on the back of the fuel injection unit, and or the diesel injection unit, which is right here, and it's mounted on the back of it, which is way down here with this line right here, which is, you can see it right there. So if that diaphragm is not holding vacuum, it'll never turn off. So on this one, I had checked vacuum at that diaphragm, and I found that the diaphragm was in fact holding vacuum, so it's not that diaphragm. Then I was like, all right, well, let me check the circuit for the ignition switch. This right here, this brown vacuum line goes to the ignition switch, and then this is the one that comes from the ignition switch. So I applied vacuum right here on this line, and the entire line, the whole thing held vacuum. So the vacuum actuator is okay, and the whole vacuum circuit through the ignition switch is okay. So then I checked vacuum right here at this line to see what's coming out of it, because you got all these different lines that have vacuum to it. You have this line right here, then you have this circuit right here that all Y's off right here, this, and then all that comes through here, and then that actually tees off, and there's more lines right here. There's vacuum lines everywhere in this car. So what I did then was, if you start pinching off these different vacuum circuits, you can kind of figure out which one goes where. So I checked the vacuum here at this circuit, which is supplies for the engine shutoff, and I found that it was only about 5 inches of mercury on that. So, but other places in the vacuum circuit, or like such as right anywhere else in the circuit, was about 20 inches of mercury of vacuum. So what I found out was once you pinched off this line right here while checking the vacuum right here, your vacuum shot up to 20, or shot down technically to 20 inches of mercury. Now this line right here goes to your door locks. One of these goes to your driver's door lock, the other one goes to the vacuum reservoir for the door locks. So what I did was pinch that off, and now the engine shuts off like normal. So I'll actually show you right here. Take that off like that, and then you know what, I'll do it this way. Here's just a little plug to plug this up right here, and take the door locks out of the equation. Now we'll see what happens. Now it's running. Hey, look at that. Just shut off. So, what I thought was funny about this is the concern of the engine not shutting off when you turn the key off is caused by the door locks. There's probably Actually, the problem is there is a big vacuum leak somewhere in the door lock circuit. One of the door locks or the vacuum reservoir itself is leaking, so that still has to be found. But by capping this off, now that the engine actually shut off. So what I thought was funny was just that your door locks are keeping your engine from not turning off. That's today's quick little video, but I'll get right back to putting that 119 together, and got to put the heads on it, and I'll get that video posted here shortly.